All right, let's take a look at what you can do in this Moodle. In each week, you're going to have a couple of different activities to do. The first part, as you look at each week, you'll have some guiding questions that are getting you to look at the details of that chapter and give you something to look towards to be able to explain. So, for example, in week one, by the end of the chapter, you should be able to explain what scarcity is. You should be able to describe why you must make smart choices among your wants. You should be able to define and describe opportunity cost. You should be able to describe how comparative advantage, specialization, and trade make us all better off. You should be able to explain how models like the circular flow of economic life make smart choices easier and differentiate microeconomic and macroeconomic choices, and explain the three keys model for smart choices. So there's several things in here that you will be introduced to as you go through this chapter, and by the time you get to the end of it and you've learned this material, you should be able to fairly easily answer these questions. Now within this, we've also got a couple of other activities. Let's take a look at the first one here. Here we've got vocabulary and definitions for chapter 1. So you've got a whole bunch of different things in here, and the terms have been put in. As a class, you will be putting in your answers here. The way you do this is by typing in your comment, giving your answer here, saving the comment, and it's in there with your name attached so that your instructor can see who's putting their information in here. This also is going to give you an ongoing glossary that you can check back at any time that will have all of the different terms that are necessary to get through this course. Now to get back out of this, you come back up in here until you get to your Econ week, click on that, and it will take you back out to the main area. So we've got that. We've also got comprehension questions that you can use. So here we're going to look at some questions that are going to test your understanding, and these things you should be able to answer fairly quickly once you've taken notes from the chapter and gone to the lecture. So let's take a look at what's in here. Here it's broken up into pages. So one of the ways to get in here is to click on page 1, and this will take you to one of the sub pages where you've got some of these questions. Now again, these are out of the textbook. So once you've read up to these questions and you've taken notes and gone to the lecture, you should be able to follow each of these and give an answer. So to get into here, what you do is you click edit. Once it loads, come in here, put your answer in there, and then hit save at the bottom, and your instructor will be able to see that. All right, now, if you want to get back to one of the other pages, the easiest way to do this in Moodle is to come up here, go back up to the link for comprehension questions. This will take you back to the main page so that you can get into one of the other pages. Or you can use the backwards and forwards arrows or functions on your browser. Now, one last time, let's head all the way back out. The last thing that we've got here for you to do are some practice test questions. So if you click on this and take a look at it, now you've got a variety of questions in here. And what I do with each of these is I got a question that mimics the type of questions you'll get in your midterm and final test. And once I've decided on what my answer is, I can check my answer. Now, I got this one wrong. That's fine. I do get some feedback on what the right answer is. And then I click forward. And each of these, again, seeing how well I'm doing. So far, I'm not doing very well at all. Nope. I clearly haven't read this textbook yet, as I'm getting all the answers wrong. So you can go through this as many times as you want. You do have to get a mark of 80% in each of these each week. So however many times that takes you. This does link to a mark that you get in this class that your teacher will see.